ladies and gentlemen, for the 1033rd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring El Juperino.
What up, bitches?
As well as El Black Handay.
Yeah.
Me, I am El Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Yo, this isn't Tron, is it?
It is not.
But is it like a futuristic kind of thing
Yes,
to it?
you are absolutely in the realm. It is sci-fi.
It's not Total Recall.
Nope. You got the right actor though. You're in the ballpark.
So this is Total Recall was Schwarzenegger. Terminator.
Yep.
The first one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Bet. Got it. Hell yeah.
Big Mike Comet Group.
I was like, I noticed right the horns in it.
Terminator. It don't sound like Terminator.
The first Terminator. Not the second one. This is the first one.
Yeah, the best one.
When it was when Arnold was like
When Arnold was ruthless.
Yeah, because you had the one dude that was in that bitch on the bike. I can't remember that actor that did that.
No, you're thinking of two. That's Robert
Two
Patrick
had
is
the
on the
other guy?
motorcycle.
Okay.
In the second one, he's the Liquid Terminator in the second one.
No.
The
I'm
first
talking about
one
the first
is
one had
it's
the
Michael
other guy.
Biehn, and he plays Kyle Reese that knocks up Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of him.
Yeah. He's badass in that too.
Fucking shit, man. It was this week coming week gonna be hot out this motherfucker, man.
Bro, I just spent the whole day trying to make my windows work on my car, and I finally got it right because I was like, I've been driving that bitch for over a month with the window on the passenger side not working.
Yeah, you gotta get some circulation up in
Oh
that
my
bitch,
God!
man.
I was driving here today, had the wind coming from both sides. Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot this week.
At least the first 3 days, man, they talking about fucking hot. I'm like,
Yeah,
shit.
like 90s.
Fucking
and
hot
shit.
today. That goddamn AC ain't turned the fuck off.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. Sorry about the noise, ladies and gentlemen. We got to keep the facility nice and comfy.
Shit, fucking. Hell, I'm just glad my motherfucking shit works. Like, hell, for a while I thought my shit wasn't gonna be working. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
With your air?
Yeah. So I'm like, hell yeah. I ain't even mad at it. Like, fucking, what was it? Couple, I forgot. Kid came by the house a couple days back just to come swing through after she seen her mama. And I didn't even have the air on. You know what I mean? It was just cool in the house. Like, once it's cool in the house, it just stays cool. You know what I mean? So she come in the house, she was like, damn, it's fucking cold in this bitch. I said, man, it feel good. Shit, this motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's definitely colder in here than it is outside, but I ain't got the air on or nothing.
It's needed.
And I looked, and she goes, holy shit, it's 66 in here. I was like, bet. Fuck yeah, means I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Fuck out of here.
So, shout out Big Kyle. He made a comment a couple weeks ago. Actually, 5 days ago.
Okay.
He's listening to the show. He says, y'all made me laugh and my phone fell in the toaster.
Damn.
Thanks, Bill Greats. A lot of things are really pretty cool. So, big up Kyle.
Hell yeah. Oh, fucking wifey had your shit on repeat like a motherfucker when she heard the song Mamas and Bitches. Did you get the Snapchat from Kid? Kid sent you a Snapchat, Joey.
I ain't seen it.
Because she was listening to the motherfuckers say, I got to Snapchat him on this motherfucker.
I had to check it. Yeah, I ain't pulled up Snap in a minute.
Yeah, mamas and bitches.
Yeah.
Mamas and bitches.
Sarah said, man, she was going to work and heard that shit. Had to sit in the parking lot and listen to that motherfucker like 3 more times before she went in. I was like, well, fuck yeah, there you go. I was like, I said, man, that came from Boom, because Boom said she wanted you to be back in the studio spitting some shit.
Yeah, man, we're going to have to get you some more shit going on.
And then Boom was like, so this is what goes on in his head. I was like, that's only a snippet. That's not even really what's going on.
That's free
just at that
flow.
moment.
That's
Yeah.
free flow conscious.
Yeah.
Just dumping at a high rate.
That's not actually what's in my mind.
It's part of it.
Yeah,
It's a catacomb.
That shit's come and go information type shit.
You know how they always talked about, like, They got like back in the ancient times in Greek or whatever, they had like a lady that they leave in a cave, right? And it's got gas, and she sees visions.
Yeah, the muse.
She's like a oracle or whatever.
Yeah, the oracle type
telling
shit.
them
Yeah.
That's like what the Jews' thought process is like. There's just gases coming up.
And just as soon as it comes up, it's got to come out.
When we put them in front of a microphone with a song playing at the same time, the words just fall out.
It just comes to him.
That's why he's got to stop and breathe, because he doesn't even know.
He's just saying what he got to say to it.
I was singing some shit, cutting grass. I don't even know what the fuck song it was. I don't even know.
That's standard, man. That's our standard operating procedure for you. He'd come in and be like, "Yo, do you know this song?" And he'd start humming it or whatever. Like, nah, dog,
You
I don't know
got to
that.
figure out what it is.
And Jay
It's
would
got
be
this
like,
in it.
"Oh, that's blah blah blah" or something, or I would know what it was. He'd come over, "Hey, you know the song? We'll figure it out, man." Start looking at shit.
Man, so did you see any of that fight? Because I ain't catch nothing. I ain't even.
I saw the
highlights.
I saw the highlight of
whatever.
Rousey.
Rousey
and
Looked like it went
Diaz.
12 seconds.
17 seconds.
17.
It was 17 seconds.
17 seconds.
And they shut down Diaz because he was bleeding like a motherfucking stuck pig.
Always.
He was bad this time, though.
Yeah.
He was like,
His
he
face
was red.
busted
His
open,
whole
like-
body, like shoulders
Yeah.
up, was red.
I mean, what does he fight once a year? You know what I mean? Just to get paid type shit? Like, that motherfucker. I was watching the press conference. He was over here smoking a joint.
Yeah.
He got paid, what is probably $1 million.
He got, I forgot what because I had what they all got paid. Like Ronda got 2.2, Gina got 1.2 or 1.5. Nate, I think, got himself like a good 1.1 or some
And
shit.
that shit was on Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix, Jake Paul Jones.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting Netflix
That's why I
again.
didn't really watch it.
That's why I didn't watch it.
I just want to watch.
Everything with Jake
I was
Paul
watching the UFC
involved.
because I think that was going to be a good fight, but I ended up not watching it. Jimmy came over, we were all over the place. I got fucking wasted last night.
There you go.
That's what's up.
Too bad, too rough, huh?
Y'all break that chair up there?
That chair was already broke.
All right, then.
I was sitting in that bitch playing Yahtzee and I leaned back a little bit and I almost fucking went down. I'm like, oh Lord.
It looked precarious as
But
fuck.
yeah, nah. I was drinking. I got the ball ice tray, so I've been making ice balls and shit for my
Oh,
liquor
this
drink.
motherfucker, there you
yeah.
So I've
go.
been out here pinky out drinking bourbon last night after fucking
Just because, look,
2
and the
Long
only-
Islands up there
only-
at fucking Chili's.
That's,
You know what I mean?
that's baller shit,
So
man.
fucking, I hit the top one hot. The last one was hot, man, because fucking boy ordered some food. He come back all fucked up. He don't fucking send it back. I got my drink. By the time I got there, he was like, yeah, I don't really want to eat most of this shit. We'll go take it to go. I had a whole drink, so I was just like,
Shit.
suck it down, let's go, motherfucker. Let's get cross street for this kick in. By the time I got back here, I was feeling right. Then I started drinking that pinky out bourbon type shit. Out of like a ranch cup, like a sauce, like I got like a ramekin
A
type
ramekin.
shit. Yeah, like, girl's like, what are you fucking? That is a sauce dish, motherfucker. I was like, not today.
It holds liquor, don't
It's a
it?
fancy drink, bro.
Damn right.
It's good for a shot and a half in the ball.
I'm gonna put an
This
umbrella in
motherfucker
this.
had, he got the ball ice cream now. He's like, I'm drinking fancy now.
then I got all
ball
fucked up.
ice.
You know
I
what's the
seen
real
some bacon
fancy?
on the counter, so I busted off the bacon strip in there. I said, look, I got that bacon strip in this motherfucker down, bro.
You garnished your bourbon with bacon.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So, needless to say, I had a rough morning.
Oh, I'll bet.
God
Jesus
damn.
Christ. I've been up all day just working on the car and shit, sweating my ass off, and like my head was hurting just from fucking pollen and goddamn dehydration.
I couldn't do much of nothing.
Shit.
I tried to put that basketball hoop together yesterday. I'm missing the goddamn piece. Like, fuck, bro. And it's the piece that connects the pole and the wheels, which locks into the base. I'm like, hell yeah.
The most important part.
Yeah.
The only fucking, basically the only thing I need.
Only thing you need,
I
yeah.
can put straps on every other fucking thing, but the only goddamn bar that's not a half and it's not 3/8 ain't in there. And I'm like, hell yeah. Appreciate it. Now maybe I see why it was over there in the clearance side, you know?
Yeah, because it was already missing that. It was
So wait,
already.
you bought it and it was missing a piece?
Yeah, which I just found out yesterday trying to put it together. That's why the pole's over there and the base is over there, fucking type shit.
Is that why they were spacing the driveway? The truck's not in the driveway because of that?
Yeah, I brought the truck out, and then I tried to bring it back, but the battery's dead again, so it's like, so she out there on the street. But I don't drive it enough to try to get a new battery for it just to die again.
You gotta drive it more, bro. Like, I gotta start driving the Bronco more.
Yeah.
I've been driving the shit out of my Acura lately.
Like,
Yeah, I do.
honestly, really, you can just drive it around here. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah,
if you
yeah,
only
yeah.
get like little bits of stuff from the store, like nothing big or anything, you know
Yeah,
what I
it'd
mean?
be your local truck. You'd be that dude in the Nissan. Everybody's would be like, oh man, look at that guy.
Yeah, I'll be driving, yeah. But I try to make my stops on the way in.
Yeah, I feel you, because once you get home, man, you don't feel like coming the
Yeah,
fuck
when I
back
get
out.
home about
nigga.
7 o'clock at night, I ain't trying to go back out.
Shit, I am
Shit,
not
dude,
trying to go back out.
5 fucking minutes from all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
though.
that's still the other
Like,
thing.
you
That's
got
like
that.
town was, you know what I mean? It was the same, or
Yeah.
when I was living in the other joint,
I think
town was
this
right
is-
up the
I
street.
think this might be more convenient than that
Oh, yeah, for
was.
sure.
Like, this is a
Because you
great
got
spot.
more shit right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I lived fucking across the way, but the same thing. Like, everything was right across the street. I just get to, you know, with no problem. That's why I didn't mind living up here, because I was right here next to everything. But now, I mean, even where I'm at now, I'm still fucking
Yeah,
good.
you
I'm
still-
fucking, shit, 4 minutes away from 2 different damn grocery stores and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, actually, nah.
There's
four
at least
of them.
3 or 4 right
Yeah.
around here.
But,
Yeah, I was thinking about getting Netflix though because of that fucking roast of Kevin Hart catching so much heat all over the internet. You seen this motherfucker freaking out?
I've seen the shit
I
on the
watched a
internet.
little bit of that.
It's a roast. Everything I've seen has been real roast shit, and it was all of it's pretty funny.
Oh,
That
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen.
they were burning his ass
But
up.
motherfuckers are freaking out. They're like,
Everybody's got their opinion on
I only
like,
watched
certain
probably
jokes.
like 30 minutes of it.
Like, I never was a fan of like these roast shits, because it's like some of the jokes, they're just not funny, and it's like you got a fake laugh at
or
shit,
they're
you
they're
know?
just overly cruel. Like
Yeah, you
some
can do that,
some
too.
chick's husband killed himself or died or something like 30 years ago, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you talking about Cheryl Underwood?
They were making
yeah,
jokes
he
about
said
it.
something about
Yeah.
something
But-
cracked.
apparently they called and were like, hey, I'm gonna do this kind of material, are you cool with that? She was like, yeah.
They definitely tell each other
Yeah, it's all
what they're
scripted.
gonna
It's
burn.
everything
They ain't gonna
scripted.
burn their ass up like that.
It's definitely
and not let them know.
they're not ripping off the top of their head, but they are writing out jokes for specific people and
Yeah.
bringing them to the table. Because with a roast like that, like if we were going to do a roast and I showed up, I had a bunch of jokes for you, and then the Jew goes before me and he says half of them, I can't come up there and be like, yeah, Ninja Turtle fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so like to me, it's like it's a real structured kind of event that like motherfuckers are there to be brutal and
That's what
no
a roast
holds
is
barred
for.
and like completely inappropriate. And there's so many groups and shit freaking out on Netflix for having these people do it. And I'm like, yeah, everybody needs to fucking relax.
Yeah,
If
but
you don't-
Kevin Roast joint or
But,
Kevin
like,
Hart
you-
joint, there wasn't that many famous people on that bitch at all. Like Draymond Green was on that motherfucker, bro. Like he wants to live in
it's just a
that.
bunch of comedians.
Well, yeah, and then Draymond Green.
Well,
But most of these motherfuckers I ain't never even fucking
Yeah.
heard of. You know what I
But
mean?
that-
Like fucking. I mean, he had Pete Davidson
But
on
it's,
there.
but it's also one of them. It had Brady on that motherfucker.
Had Brady on there first, you know what I mean? He was the first motherfucker to come out because apparently they tight, you know what I mean? I
But
saw
again-
well, they
John
did
on
the roast of Brady on that network.
Yeah,
they
too.
did the
yeah,
same thing.
Kevin Hart roast Brady, yeah, too. So it's like,
But it's also, it's like, it's one of them things where, like, I don't know, I just never been really a fan of roasts. Like, they're boring to me.
See, but that's like the point is, if you don't like that shit, you don't really watch it.
Nah, yeah, I know.
Right? So you're also not inclined to be like, I'm offended by that. Because you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, but so many motherfuckers are like,
But here's the
Barely.
thing that got me. They were pissed off by the George Floyd joke that fucking Tony, whatever
Tony
his name
Hinchcliffe made.
is, did. And I'm like,
I don't even know the joke.
I don't remember.
I haven't
what
even
it
seen
was
the
something
joke.
about they were out of breath like George Floyd or some shit. Somehow I know that was how part of the joke. But I'm like, people said that joke before. But then on top of that, you got the same motherfuckers that are mad about that joke that were also like talking shit and cracking jokes. Nobody said shit about the Charlie Kirk shit. I'm like, look, motherfuckers are gonna crack jokes on people dying. It is what it is.
Motherfuckers are going to make jokes about everything. And if it's a roast,
Exactly.
there's never a more appropriate place for it.
But at the same point in time, I get why, like, George Floyd's cousin or somebody is pissed off because it offends him. And I get you're offended because, yes, that's somebody talking about your family that don't know whatever happened. I get that completely. That's like fucking, what's that bitch that Kirk's fucking wife, the blonde bitch that Drewski did a joint.
Mrs. Kirk.
Well, yeah, her. It's just because I can't remember her actual fucking name, but her, like, she can get upset when people talk jokes about
Now
her
you
fucking
got me
husband.
trying to think of her name.
Erica. That's
Erica
it.
Kirk, that's it.
I'm like, I know it's something simple, but like, she can get mad at people making jokes of her husband and shit because fucking.
But she shouldn't have the right to shut down their right to do that.
That also
You know
true.
what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't, like, I just hate when motherfuckers are like, you shouldn't be doing that, or you shouldn't be allowed to do that, or you should have your livelihood ruined because you did that.
There is freedom of speech, but there is consequences to your freedom of speech.
Well, exactly, but like the people that are offended aren't paying attention to Tony Hinchcliffe's show anyway.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
because
like-
people are like, oh, I don't like that guy. To
Because
me,
you know what you're getting. It's
Yeah.
like if someone takes the time to give us an advertising thing, right? Say Coca-Cola wanted us to be the sponsor of the show, and we come on here and we have like a commercial about Coca-Cola, and we be like, oh, Coca-Cola delicious, da da da, you know, this tastes the real thing or whatever. Like we're
Yeah.
doing all that shit, and then Coca-Cola decides that they don't like what we did, the episode that we had their commercial on it. So then they want to like pull money from us and be mad at us and not work with us anymore. And I'm like, we got 1,000+ episodes, and you didn't listen to any of them before you
Yeah.
asked us to be your sponsor.
Yeah.
So like, you know what you're getting yourself into, and if you don't, that's your own ignorant ass fault.
Yeah.
Right? So you shouldn't have the right to like sign a
But see,
contract with
that
me.
goes to the journey of if you don't fuck with certain shit, don't have to bother with like
Exactly.
that
Just change the channel.
That Tony dude, I'm not a fan of his shit. You know
Have
what
you
I'm
seen
saying?
Kill Tony? The
yeah.
show?
I've seen his shit. Like I've seen the clips. Like some of the comedians that are on there, I fuck with some of them, but some of them it's not.
See,
it's kind of dull to
the
me.
clips. That's the thing, though. The clips don't do it justice because they're not a minute long. They're not even a minute a lot of the times. What the good stuff in Tony's show is when somebody comes up, does a minute of comedy, sucks, and then Tony's like, you know, you suck at comedy or whatever, and they have like,
And they rip into
and they
them.
go back and forth,
Yeah.
and like
But see-
try to make the person interesting, and they try to teach them what would be funny to
And
do
I get
in
that, but
comedy.
the clips of it, like,
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna say you don't like the show, watch some of it, and not just
but see,
the
that's
clips.
the thing.
But the clips make you not want to watch it.
Exactly, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not enticing me to be like, man, what I'll give it a try. To me, it's like, fuck it.
Because the only time I like the clips is if I've seen that episode and I know the comedian, like,
Yeah.
'cause they'll play like them, and I'm like, oh, this was funny.
Take Key and Peele, the Key and Peele show. I personally did not think the Key and Peele show was fucking that great of a show. It had good skits, you know what I mean, and I watched certain skits, but for the most part, that shit was kind of boring to me because we grew up with Living Color
Yeah. Well, and
and then Dave Chappelle.
and Patrice O'Neal's,
You know what I mean?
like real comedians and shit.
Like that's the shit that I'm like, all right, you know, some people are like, oh my god, the Key and Peele show is fucking awesome. I'm like, it's okay in my opinion. It's not the greatest. I've seen better.
A Ron is some funny shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, I ain't never caught a whole lot of Key and Peele episodes and been like, oh, this is a good one.
They got certain ones that are funny, like Slap Ass.
Like Aaron. I don't even know any of the other ones.
You know, I know a couple of them that I
I
fucking
find
like.
it funny. That's a great concept. Black teachers not knowing how to say white people names.
But that's the thing.
Because
I've had
based-
that teacher.
But
that motherfucker he played.
That funny as
was
skit as shit.
my-
That skit
I
is
had
funny
an
as shit. Yeah,
actual
yeah. That other
fucking
joke where
teacher.
they're where they're football players, that shit's funny as shit too.
You see, I don't even know that.
I like the Slap Ass.
When they're
joint.
doing fake names and shit.
Yeah. Where they talk with her from the
he
school or
said,
whatever.
yeah, this is his la, 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 from the U.
Yeah.
Type shit like that.
Oh, when they got their names and they're
Yeah.
flashing at the beginning
Donkey
of the game.
Teeth.
Donkey Teeth Johnson
Donkey Teeth Johnson, shit like that. Like,
from East Correctional
yeah,
Facility.
Yeah, that's amusing.
Yeah, they be having me tripping out.
Slap Ass was a good one.
None of it's gonna top like Dave Chappelle though. Or
No,
none of
not
it's
at all.
nowhere even gonna come close to
Well,
Living
see, here's
Color.
the-
But it's
here's
not
the
cracking Dave Chappelle.
But here's the other thing. They Chappelle, they talking about he's supposed to be trying to come back with another show, but I'm like, it's not going to be the same.
It
'Cause they-
could be good though.
It could be.
It's not going to be the Chappelle show
But
of 27 years ago.
I will take a stab at it to take a look if he does.
Oh, yeah, no.
Just to see.
I would give it a chance. I would
But
absolutely watch at least an
if it's
episode
one of
or
them
two.
things that's like, it's not how I would think it would be. Like it's not like Dave Chappelle's stand-up is like it has evolved into something different now. You know,
Yes.
than for what it was.
Yes.
It's just like most of these comedians
Dave
have.
Chappelle is a cultural commentator
Yes.
with his stand-up specials.
Exactly.
And it's something, if you're into like the world and the culture of
And you can
humanity,
understand what he's saying.
if you're into the culture of humanity, you should watch him to hear his opinion, because he is an elevated thinker. He's not just
It
an
reminds
average
me of
man,
George Carlin.
but he's gone in a Carlin type direction.
Yes.
You're absolutely correct. Where Carlin is not just trying to be funny, he's trying to
He's gonna hit
learn
you
you
with some
something.
shit.
I'm gonna learn you something today. I'm gonna tell you something you may not know. I'm gonna highlight things in a way that might make you think about stuff that you do know in ways you didn't know you needed to think about.
Like I just recently watched.
It's not like it's rewatchable, where you're like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, let me," people watch the Kings of Comedy over and over again.
Yeah.
They watch the same fucking Jeff Foxworthy routines over and over again.
Yeah.
People, they lock in with these things. Like, you watch Dave Chappelle comedy specials are like movies that you only want to watch one time.
That's it. 'Cause that's all you can do is watch it once.
It's like a funny version of Requiem for a Dream.
And
where you're like, I don't even want to watch
You'll
this shit
get
again.
some laughs, but you're not gonna get that ha ha ha. You're not gonna get that hearty laugh that you're looking
Yes,
for.
it doesn't give you the thing that like the up and coming comedians have.
Like Cat Williams, his shit done changed now. He's more of like, yo, I'm gonna wake y'all up with some shit that I've been finding out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when he said, he has the delivery still.
delivery, yeah.
Is when he's like, you got to tell Diddy no, because Diddy wants to party.
Yeah.
And
now
you
see,
got to tell Diddy no.
he's doing it, but he's got his delivery. Then you got other cats that just.
You
when
can't
they-
beat Cat
Diddy
Williams'
no.
voice, yo.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's all in his
Because
voice.
see, that's even part of the roast with Kevin Hart was Cat Williams was there, and the shit that
Yeah,
Cat was
Cat was
saying.
killing it when I saw
Like,
it.
that-
But I
he
only
was
saw a 60-second clip.
But from the Cat part, that seemed to be like the highlight of the show, because it's like Cat's being dead honest with this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't like this Illuminati, whatever. He said some shit about the Illuminati.
yeah, he was like, we all know Kevin was at the Diddy parties. You know, you was there. You was in the corner saying no to the lube. Hey, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but I'm like, shit like that, you're not gonna have.
We know he was there, and we know we
Cat
haven't
and
heard
Kevin
anything.
in the same room unless
too
somebody's
bad.
getting paid here. These motherfuckers are getting paid to do this shit. Like certain comedians, like I watched who was it? My man Bruce. This motherfucker to me is still one of the funniest comedians out here. You know what I mean? I like his style because he tells you at the end of the shit, he always ends his shit the same exact way. He's ended it the same way every time I've ever seen him. He goes, look, I'm not just your average comedian. He goes, I don't come up here, I don't tell you jokes. What I do is I tell you stories and I make them funny. He goes, now I don't say bye, none of that shit, peace, whatever. He goes, I just walk the fuck off when I'm done. And he's always done that since I've known this
Since
comedy.
you've been aware of him.
Yeah.
He ends it the same way.
Same way, but his shit was actually funny. I watched his special on Netflix. There was some, it started off a little slow, but it still had its moments where I was like, okay, that's the laugh I'm looking for. When I watch this comedian, that's the laugh I want. There's another brother out there, Ali Sadiq. This motherfucker
funny dude.
is funny as shit.
That's
yo.
a funny dude.
That dude's ability to tell a story and fucking keep you captivated within the story while he's getting to the point that then hit you with the punchline.
To drag it out and put in
It's
punchlines and callbacks,
brilliant.
all that stuff. Yeah,
that
Ali Sadiq's good,
motherfucker
dude.
is good at his shit, and I like that he's doing this shit on YouTube because everybody's like, "Oh, how come you're not on Netflix?" And this, that. He's like, "Nah."
You can make
Because
scratch. You can make bread well enough.
He said because Netflix, they want to have control of this, and
That's
he's
right.
like, "No, I do my shit on YouTube. I have control.
I have control, and
of
I want
my
people to
shit."
see what I do.
Exactly.
That's why I would be skeptical of any person that or company that wanted to sponsor us. I'd be like, look, you got to put in clear stipulations that you can't tell me shit.
Yeah, and
Like,
then we can
the
go off
concentration
riff and
is-
do what we do.
You know, like the contract would be, we do whatever we want.
Yeah.
You can pay us, and we might sit up here and be like, I hate this company, but they're paying us to be on here right
Yeah.
now. So, like, you should go buy their shit because they're paying for our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if Pepsi wanted to sponsor the joint, I'd be sitting here drinking a Coca-Cola talking about you should drink some Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Go buy Pepsi.
Yeah, I mean, I would have got one, but the store didn't have it.
And that should, and that, I wouldn't sign the contract if I wasn't allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would still, I'd be like, I might not do that, whatever. Like, I'd get a fucking bottle of Coke and I'd slap a Pepsi sticker on it.
Ah.
And anybody watching would know. But like, I'd still be talking about get that Pepsi, go get you a Pepsi,
Yeah.
and I would turn my shit so you could see that it was actually a Coke bottle, and I'd take a sip.
But see, that's the thing. A lot of people, when they get the bag, they got to change their shit up. That's what happened to Kevin Hart. That's what happened to Steve Harvey. That's what happened to a lot of these comedians that used to be able to be, or used to have that hit, that funny shit that you wanted to see.
Yeah, Steve Harvey can't do nothing.
Nah, not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
He's got that bag. He's got to watch what he says on his own radio show. He said, even though it's his own radio show, it's his own shit. But you cannot say certain shit because if you do, you lose your sponsorship.
So what you mean? You like Coca-Cola? You can't say that
So
on the
you-
show. Look at, put the sticker on the can and
technically,
drink it.
Even though it's your own show, you can't. You don't have that freedom.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like, no.
freedom is more important to me than anything else. God damn it, America, America,
Like, shit.
freedom.
Like, goddamn, I want to be able to say my shit. Fuck
Yeah.
you. I don't care. Like, I want to be able to talk my shit and keep it fucking moving.
God damn right. Freedom
You
of
have
speech.
a choice to either
Freedom.
listen or not listen. That's up to you. Like, when somebody's talking shit and I don't want to hear it, I walk away.
You don't like this show right now? Tune out. It's your right.
That's all it is.
I'll never tell you can't turn this off. You don't
Fuck
have to
no.
listen. Whoever you is. I don't
We
make my
encourage
mama
you to
listen to this
listen,
show.
but
I
if you
say
don't want to.
whoever wants to listen can listen.
Like my aunt, I'll never forget my aunt said,
I hope
"Baby,"
you enjoy. I hope you have a nice
she
time.
said, baby, I tuned into your show one day. And I said, yeah, what do you think, auntie? She said, I'm proud that you found your lane. I said, yeah. She goes, but that's just not my cup of tea. I said, I get it. That ain't everybody's cup of tea. She goes, but I'm glad you found your lane. I'm like, cool. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you know, and it's not even like we're not making money.
nah.
This costs money. This don't make money.
Yeah.
But like, if it ever were to make money, it wouldn't be on some we are being told what we can and can't do.
Exactly.
You know, the Pepsi Coke analogy is as simple as it gets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if the Republican Party wanted to sponsor this show or the Democratic Party wanted to sponsor this show, they could do it. But they couldn't tell me shit about what the fuck they gonna talk.
Shit.
You know, you can't tell me what I can and
You
can't
gonna
say.
catch some shit because fucking
That's at the top of the contract. You want to be
like-
a sponsor of the Mason and Friends show? You can do it.
I got a homie whose podcast
Brought to you by the KGB. Fuck
like,
Russia.
He got a bunch of shit out there on his podcast, but on his podcast, like I remember I was talking to him on this shit, and I had
Yeah,
mentioned
you
something
told me
about
he would shut
fucking-
down your speech.
Yeah, because I was talking about fucking COVID and the shot, and he was like, "Oh, whoa, hold up, you can't mention none of that shit because they shut me down." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Certain words get flagged,
They might shut down your
and when
ability to
they
make money,
flag, you get."
and they shut down your algorithmic.
Yes, that's what it
movement.
was.
Well, that's why we have no listeners. That's why we got a few. Like shout out Big Kyle and Splinter and all these
And fucking
fuckers.
Cuz, Ace Bandicoot.
Yeah.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
Y'all are out there, but y'all are like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are cream of the crop.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
they
that have
been riding,
you have risen to the position of being aware of the show.
They're on the rickety shit, been riding with the rickety shit with the holes and all.
Yeah, but you know, they also can't share to many of their people. They can't like put it on their Facebook with like 500 or 1,000 people that they know, because then that could impact their life. Because we're out here saying some crazy shit.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? So like, I understand why people can't share too far out in there. You know, they tell a couple of good. They tell their super homies.
Yeah. The motherfuckers are like, I know I'm cool,
like-
that ain't gonna bother them.
It's like the OG alternative, AKA for the show, the Mason and Friends show, AKA Mason and the super homies. Right? Like, you down with this shit, you a super homie type.
Oh man.
But
What,
yeah,
you
man.
drinking on regular ginger over there today?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I got fucking wasted last night.
Just hurt, yeah, because you've been in that corner quiet. I'm like, you ain't even moving, shaking your head, and you just quiet as can
Well, I
be.
ain't got no fucking reefer either, so I gotta go to the fucking store tomorrow.
Well, shit, bro.
Damn.
I got my pen. I mean, I got some flour, but I'm saving that for the morning. Because I can't be smoking this shit trying to work.
What, the pens?
Yeah. I mean, I hate it every now and then, but it can't be my main source of income. You know, I'm screaming.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
wasted by noon. You
Yeah,
know?
you can't have that. Yeah.
You're like, fuck, you know.
It's a delicate balance, and a pen can put you over the limit
They
on
say,
your ability to like lead men.
Can't leave him in the battle.
Yeah, you're like,
Chocolate wasted.
get your what the fuck? Where are we going?
You
And
know
they're
what
like,
the fuck you doing? Just
over
dig
the
that
hill.
hole. Just dig that hole.
You got
Dig a hole.
holiday coming up there, right? Next weekend.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Biggie got his kids this weekend. You should roll through next weekend, Biggie.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna be here that next weekend. Next weekend I gotta go up to Blake. So
So you're not here for the holiday weekend.
yeah, I'm not here for Sunday.
God
next
damn, look
Sunday.
at that, Biggie. We ain't even got space for you on the kids' ouch.
Yeah, I'll be up on the mountain. One of my homies' kids is graduating. I'm like, yeah, because I was talking the other day.
Yo,
I'm like, man, these damn kids is just fucking graduating left and right.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
well,
That's
like,
how it's gonna be for the next 3 years.
I got
Yeah.
some neighbor. They got the big sign up in the yard talking about graduate 2020, graduate or whatever 2026, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you stop putting them. We got a legal teenager up in this motherfucker. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit putting signs like that up. What's wrong with you?
Like, shit, next year it's fucking yours, Smokies, Bernie's, Meats. That's four right there off the jump that I know of for next year. Oh no, yeah, that
Well,
is
y'all
four.
are at that age, man. I guess we
Yeah.
all are. Everybody's kids is graduating this shit.
Yeah.
You know, you get to start hanging out with your old friends again. Like,
Shit, fucking, what was it? I had a cousin. He graduated from college. I sent him some bread. You know what I mean? He got his degree in English lit, publication, journalism, and some other shit like this. The boy is bad. You know what I'm saying? Fucking. One of my younger nieces, she ended up, she's got, I can't remember what the fuck it's called, where you can draw blood and shit. She got pinned for that, so she ended up walking across the station. Now,
what, an anesthesiologist?
nah, that's the person that
Nah,
puts
that's
you to
put you
sleep.
to sleep.
The person that draws the blood and all that shit. Like,
She's not Red Cross.
That's not dialysis, right? Is that
nah,
dialysis?
dialysis is for kidneys. I forgot what it's called, but she got pinned for that joint, man. I sent her some bread. I'm like, fuck. Just sending out bread to
Yeah,
kids
look
now.
at you, Mike. That's crazy.
I'm on, yo.
Yeah, you set yourself up for failure with that.
Nah,
You got-
because, man,
I got
like,
8,000 nephews. I can send everybody at 20 when they
What was it?
graduate.
Because I was talking to who the fuck was I talking to? It was my aunt. My aunt had a birthday, and I called my aunt, and I was talking to her, and my son come downstairs, right? And I'm talking shit to him, because I'm like, boy, I'm about to fuck you up type shit. And my aunt was like, man, you got to be careful, because she goes, I know I ain't seen him in a while, but he's about to be taller than you. I said, that don't mean shit.
Shit,
I will
I
punch
got
that
100 fucking
motherfucker
pounds
in
on his
neck.
ass. That little
I
skinny
said, I
man.
will lay his ass out. So she goes, you better be careful because he gonna fuck you up. I said, man, auntie, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I said, these kids
Shit,
that I
you
have
wish
fucked
you
with
would.
over these years, they're gonna get together. They're gonna fuck me up. I know it's coming. It's just a matter of time. It's not a
I think
matter
you're
of
completely wrong about that.
once.
I don't think these children will ever jump you the way that you hope that they
Somebody
will.
is. Somebody is. And I got a
Yeah.
feeling it's gonna be my fucking little nephew, my sister's son. That little motherfucker, because he threw me off guard. I was sitting on the couch and this motherfucker hit me with the Goldberg and rocked me back. I said, what the fuck? My sister looked at me and was like, what the fuck just happened? I said, this nigga moved me.
He hits you with
Okay.
the spear.
Yeah, he come running like from you to me. I wasn't even paying no mind, and he just bam, it hits me, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I said, wait a minute. I said, he goes, I got you, Uncle Mike. I said, God damn it, you did, you little motherfucker. Okay.
Okay,
now it's starting to get serious.
Now I'm starting to believe you. Maybe you will get your ass whooped by that kid.
That what I think because he's trying me. You know what I mean? He wants to, and I'm like, okay.
He's sniffing out weaknesses. Mike.
Yeah.
He's checking out your defenses. He's like, Uncle Mike didn't even see me come.
Because he'll come to me, he'll be like, hey, Uncle Mike, remember when I knocked you back? I'm like, yeah, I remember you knocked me back, but I'll fuck you
You know
up.
what he's going to start doing? He's going to start slapping you. Like Mickey did Rock. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even see that coming.
Just gonna walk up behind him, just slap him right in the back of the head, waiting on the couch and shit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
You
waiting
better
on it
watch out. He gonna yoke you up.
'Cause-
Go and call for your mama.
Because I did that to his sister. Now look, here's the crazy part. His sister was fucking with me. So I go up behind her and I put her in the house and call for your mama. She ain't saying nothing. I said, call for your mama. She ain't saying that. I said, call for your mama. She goes, I ain't saying nothing. I said, oh, You the strong one. Whoever, if you ever get kidnapped, they just gonna be like, man, fuck, I ain't even dealing with
I
this
ain't
one. I'm
down,
dropping
we'll
her
bring
ass off. Cause she held her own. She ain't say nothing. She was like, nope, I ain't saying nothing. You ain't getting shit out of me.
I stayed off your ass out of respect for that woman. But if it wasn't for your mama, I broke your little ass down a long time.
Jody?
You know what I see?
He licked his head, Jody.
I see scared little child bitch. Look up on me. That's what I see. If he's on lockdown, I think you get on your knees and fix it. 20 years, Jody. Let's see where you be 20 years from now.
Smacks him upside the head.
Oh man, that whole movie, Baby Boy was a
And
trip.
then he puts his arm around his mama's neck.
Yeah.
Same way. Fucking mad. But go ahead, coffee up, mama.
Jody was a punk in that whole fucking movie, yo.
I guess he came around at the end, right? When
No,
he was
he
talking
was
about
still a
grown folks
bitch.
music, he was like, that grown folks music, that's supposed to be the moment where everybody's like
Shit.
copacetic, like, oh, Jody and Uncle What's His Nuts to go get along now.
Jody was still a bitch at the end of that motherfucker, man. Yeah, damn,
He
Jody.
shot Snoop in his crooked ass legs.
Yeah.
Snoop could barely run in that movie, man. That was a
Yeah.
bad look.
Yeah,
Snoop
running
running.
any other motherfucker
Snoop
movies.
running, trying to get away from getting shot.
That was the thing.
Very, very.
Very slow. And
He looked like a horror movie character that's coming after.
Tyrese and fucking Omar, they running. Snoop strolling. Like, he was jogging. He was on a light jog.
No,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Snoop is exercise running.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say
No
exercise running.
urgency. Like,
Snoop was like running for the door if you're holding it open for him running. You know what I mean? Like, hey, hold up, I
hey, yo,
got you.
check me out. See, I'm putting in a little more effort, dog.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
what that
gonna run
run
you over,
was.
though. That's like, I need to slow down when I get to you run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, hold up when I catch up. All right, we good. Take a regular walk now.
But Jody was a bitch in that whole fucking movie. You fucking pedaling your goddamn bike fast as
Go
fuck
ahead,
to the
coffee
goddamn
up,
store to get you a 40 and fucking get jumped by some teenagers.
That bike was bad, though.
Get your ass beat by the kids. Then you ride your bike all the way to your homie's house. It's dark now. It's fucking, you didn't roll your bike to your homie's house in the dark
Oh, my God.
and fall through the door like you just got shot. Man, who did this to you, Jody? Oh, yo, man, fuck that, get my shit. And then y'all
And you
go
know
out
who
there.
that dude is? That was Omar from Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
All up in there talking about, yeah, you got to punch from your stomach or whatever. What the fuck he says.
You
He's
gotta bring
talking
it from underneath.
You gotta bring it from
the gut.
right down.
You gotta
Yeah.
go all the way back. You gotta draw back, Joe. You
Yeah,
gotta
this
like
whole
this.
long ass, I'ma knock you out punch. How I'ma do that shit. Like, that's Omar, man. We about to race motherfucking big
little
wheels in the
taste,
mall.
yeah.
You must be tripping, son. How am I gonna be scared of you?
Wow,
That's why I
that's
said
crazy.
Omar, if he was trying to act like he was gonna punch me, I'd be like, yo, dog, where we go get the big wheels in the mall? Come on, dog. That
Wild
was
and
the,
Crazy Kids was my show.
That was
man.
the shit, dude.
I used to love that show,
I'd have
man.
murked them kids in that shit, dog. I'd have dominated the mall with the big wheel. They wouldn't even have known. I had all the techniques. Put the foot on the seat and pump with the other leg.
Because they had the
Kick,
fucking,
push, all that shit, man.
what was it, the baseball where they had to spin around and try to hit the baseball.
Right, they'd make themselves dizzy and then hit the ball
Yeah.
off the fucking tee.
That shit was a good one right there.
That was a crazy ass fucking show, man.
Yeah, I fucked with old Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah.
Nostalgia. Good shit back in the day. Ain't got nothing like that now.
Yeah, you can't be scared of Omar and Baby Boy.
Nah. He was just funny and had them bitches in the house. I told you, make my shit.
That's the thing about that movie.
Bitches
I've
be
told
talking
people.
shit he playing a video game.
I've told people for years, I've been like, Baby Boy is a movie that takes itself more seriously than you are allowed to take it while you're watching it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Yeah.
movie really thinks it's like, this is Oscar movie shit. You know what I mean?
Fuck
That's how they
no.
felt while they were making it. They felt like they were making the greatest fucking movie. It is so fucking not the greatest movie,
Nah.
but like, it's amazing and funny in ways that it shouldn't be, at times that it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know, it should be, like, Snoop kills it when he's talking shit to the little boy.
Yeah.
Right?
Fuck your daddy.
Fuck your couch. Fuck your,
Fuck your fort.
Fuck your fort. I'll beat your daddy's ass. That shit makes me laugh when it should horrify me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they picked the wrong actor.
Yeah,
Anybody else, they should have had Omar doing that and Snoop be the best friend.
Yeah.
That would have been a much cooler movie.
The casting was just all wrong.
If Omar had done that shit, I could have dealt with it, and I could have taken it seriously, and maybe I could have felt worse. I could have felt bad for that kid. I didn't even feel bad for the kid. I was laughing at the whole thing. I'm like,
You ain't my daddy.
Snoop, for real?
Fuck your daddy.
Fuck your daddy.
You got that, Jody, you at my house? And my woman? First of all,
Jody? The way he says
yeah.
Jody?
This is Jody? You that baby that's up in there? You that nigga? Like, bitch, you accept a phone call from this nigga you ain't supposed to be with. You fucking this nigga that's riding the bike right now. Right? Then on top of that, Jody's nigga...
Put my bitch on the phone.
Jody's fucking selling clothes that he done boosted from like the fucking Peebles, you know what I'm saying? Sell to the bitches at the motherfucking hair mart and got another bitch that's already trying to fuck him. That, because Yvette wasn't shit either. The bitch Yvette wasn't shit.
You got a problem me answering the phone all of a sudden?
It's fine for me anyway.
Hello?
This is a collect call from the California Correctional Facility.
Correctional facility.
Do you accept the charges?
Hell no. Who is this calling you from jail? That nigga Rodney?
Huh?
Oh, you don't hear me now? Hello?
Rodney, he lonely. He just wants somebody to talk to. It ain't deep.
See,
Don't
if that
Oh, is
wasn't
that why you
shit.
needed an extra $100 for the phone bill last month? Huh? I'm paying for you to talk to him? What are you doing? Going down there and putting my money on his books too? Didn't I tell you to put a block on the damn phone last week with your black ass? See, that's why we always argue, because you don't listen to no damn
You
body.
be arguing over your bullshit too. Don't even trip.
Hello?
You have a collect call from the California Correctional Facility. Do you accept the charges?
Yeah, I accept.
Here we
Hello?
go.
Yeah, Jody.
Hello? Yvette? No, nigga, this ain't no motherfucking Yvette. Put Yvette on the phone, nigga. What? This my phone, homeboy. Don't be calling my house asking to speak to my woman no more. How the fuck is that your house, nigga? You don't even live there.
Nah.
Is this Jody? The Jody that got my boo pregnant and can't take care of his responsibilities as a motherfucking
And this
man?
nigga in jail
Living at
talking
your
shit.
mama house, running around on the streets like a little ass boy? Nigga, you's a bitch. What? Look at you. What you got? Your ass in jail. You ain't got nothing to say about the way I'm handling my partner. Look, don't call my fucking house no more. My girl ain't feeling you. It's not happening, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, concentrate on not dropping the soap, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, cuz. I want a block on my motherfucking phone tomorrow, bitch.
See, that scene is so funny. It shouldn't be.
Nah.
The movie takes itself serious enough that shouldn't be, but it is.
And the whole fucking movie
it
was
is-
just stupid.
Every time Snoop talks in that movie, I get a grin and my mouth falls open. I'm like, here he goes, he's saying more shit.
That motherfucker up in the house getting the highest gas. Where
Fucking
Yvette at?
tearing it up, dude.
Yvette at work left your motherfucking boy at the house because you can't take care of your own kid because you really out here riding around on a bike any goddamn way. The fuck the vet's co-worker, she all pissed off because you fucked the home girl because she wasn't fucking you. You know what I mean?
The whole movie is so stupid.
It's a whole bunch of
So
dumb
stupid.
shit. Mama trying to be hot in the ass because she feeling herself now. She done lost some weight, got on toned up. She got Melvin fresh out of the joint, working man now.
Swole,
You
ready
know
to
what I
hit
mean?
it, tearing it up.
Yeah, he been out
Hopping
jail.
across the couch
But
and shit.
yeah, been in jail 20 years, fresh out the joint,
They
got
got that.
himself as an
They got the
HVAC
fuck scene in there.
motherfucker.
Like they so like, how does this movie has to be a spoof, and nobody's ever called it a spoof.
And fucking he hopping across the frog, hopping with her ass
Yeah.
across the fucking floor.
Yeah, it's literally in the squats where they're hopping
fucking
across the floor.
Tyrese, you know, he was up in the house while all that shit going on. He hear the frog hopping and shit because he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
up next morning.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that got me with Tyrese when the nigga in the kitchen butt naked cooking eggs, Tyrese kept looking at him like, nigga,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
why you
Want
still
some
staring
eggs?
at a motherfucking greasy ass nigga, butt ass nigga cooking eggs?
See, and like Snoop is hard as fucking this, but I still laugh at him the whole
He
time.
and Snoop playing a hard character just it don't work for me.
I think he's good in like Training Day. That he's believable. That's well. It's a little
yeah.
bit thing. It's not like this is like the primary villain of this movie. Like he rolls up.
Yeah.
She playing with me, dog.
Yvette! Get your ass over here.
So stupid. It's so stupid. Uh-oh. See, Omar notices first. Angry ass Snoop with the curls.
Yeah.
You thought I was a bitch, didn't you? Uh-oh, here comes the gun. He got a Beretta. Look out! Look out, Tyrese!
And Omar stand there busting off.
No, Omar running at him. Oh, Tyrese caught him in the shoulders twice. But he didn't, right? This is just his own personal
this is what he's
hallucination.
thinking, yeah.
And then they got the music going.
Because that was like, you see Menace to Society, right?
It's like the end of Menace.
It's the
Same
shit.
guy made it, though, right?
No, John Singleton didn't make Menace to Society.
No, but I mean, Baby Boy, like...
Baby Boy, Menace to Society wasn't a John Singleton movie.
Have you heard the Menace to Society fan theory?
That fucking
O-Dog is just...
is figment of imagination. I have to go back and see
It's
that.
just Tyler Durden.
I'd have to go back
He's
and
the same
rewatch
person,
it because I'm like,
but he thinks he's two different people. It's one guy.
I have to rewatch it just to see if that theory
Well,
pans
just
out.
remember this. He was in the store. O-Dog's hopping all over the place, putting his
Yeah.
hands on everything, and they only found prints on the broken bottle.
Yep, yeah, that was it.
That's it. There's no
But see, then again,
O-Dog.
who?
Because the dude that dies at the end is good kid.
Yeah,
the good kid
the good
dies at
kid,
the end, and when
yeah.
they're locking him up and they're putting him in the car in that sequence where everything's flashing, that's O-Dog. Because when he gets to jail, he's like, "But my name's O-Dog."
Yeah, so
Not
but
whatever his fucking name.
I gotta go back and take another look at that though, just to see if that
I
really
know, right?
works.
I think it works. I think it works.
But I'll do my own investigating on that shit because I had the kids watching Bebe Kids yesterday.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Man,
Were they watching that on
huh?
Netflix?
Nah, on demand.
where'd you find that?
On
It's
demand
on demand?
for $3.99. Yeah, I mean, like I got the DVD somewhere, but
I got a bootleg
wasn't-
DVD of it.
I wasn't digging it all out and hooking up the DVD player and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I had to do that this upcoming weekend. Because I'm like, why am I going to pay $3.99 for something that I already have? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I got the hard copies anyway, so I had to do this shit. Like, I looked up just to see how much Meteor Man costs.
What you need to do is run your hard copy next to the paid for one when you do that, so you can see what they've edited out of it.
Oh, they didn't. This Bebe's Kids wasn't edited. This was exactly how it was. Yeah, I know that. But I've seen that movie enough times. I know that bitch, man.
The Tone Loc Baby got a watch,
yeah.
watches on his arm and shit.
Man, yo,
Wanna
it
buy
ain't
a
time
watch,
to go.
dogs.
What you doing? It ain't time to go. You trying to leave us? Because I was telling my daughter, because she was talking. I was telling her about
Test
Bebe
tube,
Kids.
babies.
And I said it was originally it was a stand-up bit. I
Yeah.
said, but the comedian passed away and they made it into a cartoon. She goes, so
Is that what happened?
yeah.
But it's his voice.
That's here. It's not Robin Harris's voice.
Oh.
It's Faison Love.
Okay.
Faison Love plays Robin Harris in the movie, but he does his voice so well you can't tell the difference. Because that fucked me up when I found out that Faison Love was the voice of Robin Harris.
Good.
He did an interview and they're like, "Yo, people don't know you played Robin Harris." He goes, "Yeah, I played his voice in Bebe Kids because he passed away before the movie was done.
So he was writing it probably and died during the production of the film.
Right before it even started going into production, he passed away."
That's nuts.
So fucking Faison Love did his voice, and he does such a good job. You can't tell.
I remember
Like,
seeing that when I was.
When I
12?
watched it yesterday, I'm trying to pick up this see if I can hear Faison's voice. He does it
Yeah, no
so
way.
well.
No way, nah.
You're not picking up Faison's voice in it at all. I'm like, damn, he did Robin Harris's voice so good.
He did it better than Robin Harris.
You can't
He channeled
tell.
his ass.
Yeah, you cannot tell that that's not Robin Harris
Yeah,
talking. You know what I mean? But that shit,
He
man,
was hanging out with him like the dog you was talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
You were
yeah.
right there with him.
Man.
Is that game for the show, or are we off on that?
Yeah, we can put that on here. Like,
Yeah,
fucking.
because like Michael had a picture of a dog, right?
So my homegirl's mom's dog passed away 2 years ago.
At
And
the house that you got this picture from.
I don't think the dog was at the house.
that was at
to
the farm, right?
No. The dog was at the house when Mom Dukes moved in. She brought Cookie with her.
So Cookie lived at that house
Yes.
until they went to
Oh,
the
yeah, Cookie
until
lived
they
at that
went to the
fucking house,
vet
yeah.
and
Yeah, they
put
had
her
to put her down at the vet. Yes.
Yeah.
See,
Now
but
Cookie
that-
was cremated. Have you?
Do
I
they
don't
have
know.
the box at the house?
I don't know where the ashes are. I have no clue if the ashes are still at the house.
I'm telling you, man.
They gotta be.
Hey,
Where else would they be?
Yo,
The farm.
Who owns the farm? They don't own the
Well,
farm
they could have
no more,
spread them somewhere.
Or spread them on the farm.
Yeah, because fucking
They would've went back out there, though?
Mom Deuce's husband that passed away, his people's own the farm. His daughter and shit own the farm.
Oh, they still okay.
Yeah, they
Okay.
still own
I
it.
didn't know if that sold from the family.
Nah, that's still in the family. So Cookie could be there, but I don't know. I never asked where Cookie was at.
Sure.
But-
Yeah.
Last Saturday, my homegirl's in-law was sleeping on the couch, and fucking she happens to look on the camera because they got cameras all over the house. She looking on the camera and sees her mother-in-law sleeping on the couch,
They're like fucking Tony Montana.
but there's a dog laying on top of her, like sleeping, you know, on her
There's
back.
no dog in the house at all.
There's 2 dogs that live in the house.
Okay.
They're upset. They're not this. They're not like this. They're like
No.
They look like
labradoodles.
completely different dogs.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
doodles.
Yeah.
Cookie's not a doodle. Cookie's like a, I don't know what Cookie would. Well, I don't even know what kind
Like
of
a
dog.
beagle-ish looking mixed with something or something.
Yeah, something like it's like a I don't know, but Cookies doesn't look like the rest
like
of the dogs.
like a Boston Terrier or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but bigger than that, I think, because that's still a little dog, right?
yeah.
No, that dog looked like maybe 35, 45 pounds at its heaviest. And she was a little fat. She had a big body with a little
Yeah,
head.
because she's
You know what I'm
old,
saying?
old
Yeah,
dog.
dog,
Old
that's
and fat.
exactly what that dog looked like, yeah.
Yeah. But like.
But
yeah.
anyway, so the
Like the real
mother-in-law is sleeping on the couch, and my homegirl happens to look at the camera and see a dog laying on her mother-in-law. The dog, she takes a picture, sends it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I know that dog. That dog looks just like fucking Cookie. Got the same markings on its face, the whole 9. She says she watched this shit for like 3 minutes, and the dog's head's moving up, does look around, you can see the ear flap and all that shit. Lays his head back down on the mother-in-law. She tells her wife, hey, she shows her wife, look, Cookie is sleeping on your mama. Should we tell your mama? She's like, no, we're not going to tell her. She's going to freak out. So eventually, I guess somehow during that day or night or whatever, they finally tell her, and she goes, she didn't know that anything was there, like she didn't feel anything or nothing like that. She was just sleeping good, you know what I mean? But
Cookie was looking out for her.
I said, man, Cookie's just there. I said, Cookie's in this house. I said, I've never seen the spirit, energy, or whatever you want to call it, a ghost of an actual animal. I've seen people. Seen that.
But that's
But
crisp.
that's
That picture was crisp, dog.
Clear on this motherfucking photo is
Like, that's
clear
a
as
dog.
day. That is that exact same fucking dog. If you look at Cookie's photo and then pull that photo up, it's the same fucking dog. And I mean, they got the same bend in the ear, the whole 9. It's all there. Like, I've never seen a full apparition of an animal before.
Like, that's a very familiar animal too.
Yeah, exactly.
The most familiar dog that you would
And moving
have.
around and,
and
shit,
moving
too, though.
around.
Just chilling,
Yeah.
like she's still alive.
Yeah, like she never left. Like she never left. I said, man, that's just wild shit right
Did you
there.
ever see The Sopranos?
No, the series, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
There's a series, like, you know, it's about gangsters. And shit.
Yeah.
And the one of them, Paulie, he's like a murderer type. I mean, they're all murderers. They go kill
Yeah.
people, you know. It's like a regular,
Mob movie.
yeah.
like a regular thing,
Yeah,
right?
the gangster.
So at one point, Paulie goes someplace. I don't remember why he was there, but there's a psychic type dude, and there's all these people that are there to try to get this dude to talk to their spirits that are with them.
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
right?
Like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghosts.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
And so this dude rolls up on Paulie in this crowd of people. There's like a bunch of people in this building, and he's looking around, and he's clearly like seeing a lot of people around Paulie.
Yeah.
And he says, it's okay, he can't hurt you now. You know, and like, it sort of implies that Paulie's got like
Bodies
40 or
following
50 bodies that he's put in the ground in the last 35, 45 years.
Yeah.
And they're all right there with him.
Yeah.
And Paulie starts freaking out on the guy because, like, he starts naming names, and Paulie's like, what the fuck kind of devil shit are you on? You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking wild.
This is what's attached to you, Paulie.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I
Like,
mean?
you know, you try not to hurt things, man. Try to be nice, so that you don't end up with a bunch of fucking dead people following you
That
around.
can happen too. You carry that energy on.
Oh, bro.
if that energy can't find its peace, you know what I mean, and you're the cause of that fucking.
Yeah, you take it out.
You see that it's on you now.
Yeah.
That's why motherfuckers go insane when they murder people and shit. Like, I can't get it out of my head. I keep seeing them. Like, I know you probably don't fuck with it, but The Punisher, man. Remember I told you I was gonna watch that motherfucker?
Yeah.
That shit.
But this is a new one now or something? Series or this?
This is it's a 45-minute fucking just
standalone episode.
Just him going ham on some shit, man. Like,
Wait, who's the Punisher? Who's the guy?
Bernthal, John Bernthal?
Yeah.
The current guy.
The right Punisher, the right guy for that role. Cause
Did you mean the new Spider-Man movie too?
yeah, he's in that. So this motherfucker, he was the writer and the producer of this shit. Like, he directed this shit himself. You know, he wrote and directed this fucking spot for himself. He did a hell of a good job. I'm like, yo, the brutality in this motherfucker. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. That's how you kill a motherfucker. That's how you lose your shit and just go ham on everything.
Because that's what those comics were, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's the way the comic was written.
The Punisher was just ruthless,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it was no fucking, Batman, I'm gonna let you live. I don't kill my
Yeah,
enemies.
and then I'll just break your arm and
I
talk
was
some
gonna
shit with
fucking
you.
kill you. That way I don't have to deal with you no more.
Yeah, take you
You're
out the
done.
ecosystem.
You're a bad guy. You did this shit. I killed you. Now we ain't gotta worry about you no more. Who the fuck is next on the goddamn list? Let's go ahead and handle this shit.
Punisher,
You
bitch.
know what I mean?
Like rolling through.
And look, I'm not gonna spoil it because there's cats on here that probably gonna watch this shit. But man, when that motherfucker finally hits his breaking point,
Mike is not spoiling a 45-minute episode of pure brutality from The Punisher. Because
Yeah.
he likes it
What's
so
that on?
much, he don't want to fuck it up.
is it Netflix? No, Disney. It's on Disney.
Disney Plus?
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad Disney didn't fucking make it bitch. That Disney didn't punk out on it. Disney actually come on there and said, hey, this is rated R. There is going to be gore. We advise, you know, not for
Don't
young
let your kids
viewers.
watch this.
Man, fuck that.
And
I'm gonna
Mike,
let my
I was
kids
about to
watch
say,
this
and
shit.
then Mike,
fuck that.
hey kids, come
Check
watch
this
this.
shit
On
out.
this popcorn corn in there.
You don't even watch it to make sure it's okay. You're
Fuck no.
like, come watch this
Come
with
on.
me.
That's how I grew up. What the fuck? It don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I grew up this way.
Well, look what a fucking corrupted mess you are. Your brain is crazy, son.
It's not really crazy. It's just fucking. I'm on the level of shit where I need to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bullshit.
Like shit, man. Fuck it. But when
Homie is a mess.
it takes a good about 20 minutes for him to really get set up to go off. But it sets him up. You get set up for it because you really feel for this motherfucker.
Yeah, but you gotta, like, to fully grasp it, you should watch all the shit that he's done up to that point, right?
You don't even have to do that.
It works standalone.
It
but
works,
Is it
but
not
if you-
better if you've watched everything?
It does make it better if you watch everything that he was in up to
See,
it.
and therein lies my real gripe with this sort of thing. Like, I don't want to have Disney. I don't like giving Disney money. So, like, you know, I don't want to do that.
But here's the
if
thing.
all the Punisher shit is on Disney, I might have to do a month at some point and binge that shit out.
You don't have to necessarily watch it because it does do a little bit of a backstory with him because he's going through PTSD.
Well, no, I get that the it's good standalone in its
Yeah.
own right, but at 45 minutes and everything I've seen of that Punisher shit looks fucking
Oh man,
badass. And I think I might have watched. Was it on Netflix for a
It
while?
was on Netflix.
Yeah, I
and then
watched some of it
fucking,
on Netflix.
Netflix ended up getting all the shit, or Disney ended up getting all the shit now. Marvel.
They bought Marvel, so
you
they
know what I
pulled
mean?
it
So
off.
now they pulled it off of Netflix. But I mean, that dude John, whatever his last name is, plays the fuck out of this
John,
Punisher.
what's his name, kills it.
But man, does he, man? He does. Cause like once that motherfucker finally gets set off to go off, once that motherfucker,
He's like Nate Diaz. Once he starts bleeding, he turns into a whole other kind
Bruh,
of fight.
Nate
If they hadn't
Diaz-
stopped that shit the other night because he was bleeding, I'll bet he'd have gone ham on that dude.
Nate, yeah, that's
He'd
a
have gone up
perfect
in there on
analogy.
some warrior shit, like, let's
Yeah,
go.
he's got to start
Yeah.
bleeding to
He
whoop somebody's
lo-
ass.
Exactly. If he's not bleeding, he doesn't take you serious.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
You ain't whoop
He's
my
just
ass.
fucking around in the yard.
I
You know what I
bleed
mean?
easy, so
Yeah.
blood me out.
That's a
how
good
he looks
analogy
at it.
right there, because
Yeah.
that's the way the Punisher went, and he just goes in, and I mean, like,
He's
just
like Marv
fucking-
in Sin City, where like they're beating on him, and like
he enjoys that
and
shit.
he's just taking it
Yeah.
because he's getting the info he needs, and then when he's got all the info he needs, he just gets up.
That's what happened with some of the Punisher episodes and like some of the series. Like he gets his ass handed to him, and he's like, "What fuck you think you're doing something to me? That's all the fuck you got? Wait, I'm about to fuck kill you."
Yeah, like it's like there's something different with the way his head is made or something.
Yeah,
You
yo.
know, like his brain is smaller and his skull is
Like,
thicker or something.
My favorite part,
Like,
I'll ruin this part in the series.
Got to be some sort of
because
superhero
when
related brain
he's
structure.
when he's in the courtroom and you got Daredevil as the
You've
you know,
talked about this on the show.
and he's telling him like, hey, you know,
He's like, yeah, I like it. You said
you
that
know, you
shit.
killing it. Yeah, I fucking do it. I kill all these motherfuckers. I don't give. Yeah, I like it. Oh yeah, it gives me right. Gives me, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. This motherfucker ready to kill these motherfuckers. Yes, do that shit.
Yeah, but they have to like maintain the darkness of what Netflix started. Disney can't kill that.
No, you can't. But they did with the Predator. Fucking bitches.
Oh man,
They killed the fucking Predator. They
they'll ruin
ruined the
anything
Predator,
they
man.
can.
I mean, they ruined that motherfucker. Like,
But there's been too many shit Predator crap that's been thrown out
but
anyway.
this one had to be one of the worst. Cause then they took the sorriest of the Predators.
Yeah, it was Runt Predator.
Yeah, and just
Runt Predator
pussified
on
them
Predator
even
World.
more. Like the animation Predator joint.
Pussy Runt Predator on Predator Planet.
Yeah. How does that even fucking work?
That's how
know
you
what I
pitch
mean?
it. That's how you pitch it at the thing. You can look at
I'm
it
like, man, come
Hollywood.
on.
I want to make a Predator movie about a pussy runt predator that lives on Predator Planet, and all the other predators bully him because he's a pussy ass runt.
Cause he is. Like fuck. The shit
Yeah,
pisses
Mike,
me off.
I think you broke that down when the Jew
Yeah.
wasn't around on one of those Just the Two of Us episodes, and I do believe that was the gist of it.
That shit just pissed me off so bad. Like the animated joint, by far is one of the better fucking joints. If you want to watch a Predator joint, watch the animated
It's contrast,
joint. Yeah.
right? It's like up there with the first two movies.
It takes you through the
quality.
shit, but this one with the
And-
fucking robot or the android and the fucking Predator walking around this planet.
Whack.
Like, get some motherfucking shit. Disney pussified them. Fucking Disney and their pussifying shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're gonna have to bring this episode of Foolishness to a
Just
close.
because of you, that's why I didn't watch Apex. Because fucking you already told me about the motherfucking shit in the movie.
Fucking dumbass.
Exactly. I took that off my
Fake
motherfucking
surviving
story.
the game.
Yeah.
They just had the motherfucker dancing in the woods and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Read The Most Dangerous Game if you really want to get into it. Find the true derivative, the original, the OG. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
Oh yeah.
that's it for this episode. We'd like to thank you so much for listening. We encourage you to listen to all the episodes.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
right. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done because that's how things get done.
We believe in you.
Don't forget, we love you very, very much.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go.
Peace.